Closed captioning is brought to you by Insect Defend Patch. Deep-free protection from biting insects.
If you're a serious bass fisherman, one of the top outfits you can get today are made by Rapala, and it's called the Shift Series, and that's what I'm holding in my hand. Both the bait, casting, and spinning outfit weigh less than 1 pound together. Now, the first thing that'll hit you when you look at these outfits is that they're very slick. They look like something that's come from the future. And you can see that both of them, the reels actually sit on the blank underneath, so it gives you unbelievable sensitivity. They both have the fighting grip, extended grip at the back, and they come both in 1-piece and 2-piece. They are extremely light but very strong and sensitive. So whether you're casting surface lure, spinner baits, plastic worms, or working a jig on the bottom for a walleye, these outfits are top of the line. If you're serious about your fishing, check into the Shift Series. You know, this is so nice. Barbara and I have been casting topwaters this morning all along the shoreline, and this bass came up and just nailed it. Oh no, and he took me down into some wood. I don't know if he's still on. I hooked it right on that shoreline, and then it just beelined it out to the middle, and I thought it was going to be okay. So I'm hoping that it's still on. You know, the topwater I'm using has a couple of trebles. I hate to let the line go loose, but I really don't have a choice. I don't feel any movement, so we might be off. There's so much wood in this reservoir that sometimes this happens. The fish swim around. Okay, it pulled off. Boy, that was a lucky break. So I don't know how well he's hooked. Didn't get a really good look at it, but you know what? It looks like a nice largemouth. The nice thing about El Salto is that you get a real mix of fish. You know, some of the largemouth are in the 3 to 5 pound range, and then you get some nice largemouth like this that are over 5 pounds. He's gonna jump again. Like the way he gets set up, Barb, to jump?
Yeah.
Okay, see if I can turn him around so I don't get the hook. You know what? That's a nice largemouth. To get on a topwater, Barbara, if you have a look at this hook right here, it's not in the mouth, but it's open. I bet you that's what caught the wood underneath. So this guy hit very aggressive. You can see he's got the back hook in the side of the mouth, front hook right in the roof. So look at that. Isn't that a nice largemouth? Right here from El Salto. You know, you gotta like the scenery. Look at the background. There's lots of places you can fish in Mexico for bass, but very few of them, I don't know if any of them, have this kind of scenery in the background. Look at that. What a nice largemouth. Now, I don't know how long he's going to stay there. Look how gorgeous this fish is. I'm going to try to hold him. You know, the one thing I like about these El Salto largemouth, they're perfect fish to do a fishing show, because you can see how calm he's staying. I'm going to try to get my hand underneath. No, there he goes. You know, there's nothing more exciting than to see a nice largemouth bass come up and hit a surface lure, especially when you make short casts, because your chances of hooking up a fish are much better. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the topwater that we're using. Hono said that poppers work really well, but you have to have the right popping sound and amount of water to get pushed up. So what we're finding here, even though we're using a skitter pop, we're using it more with short tugs so we don't get a lot of water flying out. So both Barb and I are fishing them like that. Now this particular color is one of my favorite. You can see it's got silver side, blue back, and a nice bright belly. The one that Barbara's using, because both Hono and Elizalde said that we should go to using the topwaters, is a frog color. So hers is right there. So it would be called leopard frog. You can see that they're the same size, and they both are equipped with very sharp hooks. But the key here is the presentation. Number one, you got to cast to within a foot of shore. When I asked Hono yesterday, how close to shore should I cast? He said in the mud. So that means literally right up to the shore and then pop it away. So we've caught quite a few fish out in the open, because you see all of these trees that are behind me out in the open, and you can probably catch fish, you know, a variety of fish, even some big ones. But both Hono and Elizalde said that the closer you can cast to the shore and cover the shoreline about 10 to 15 feet apart, the greater your chance of getting these big largemouth.
Canadian sport fishing, brought to you in part by Suffix, the world's most hardcore fishing line. Yamaha Outboards, Reliability starts here. Sail, the outdoors superstore. Lucky Strike. All you need is a Lucky Strike.
Normally we fish over here in this area. We look for the spots where it's no deeper than the 3 feet to 10. So because we want to use top water, and that's the best area for the cast, that kind of lure. And when we go to the trees, where this is no deeper than 10 feet, and now we're going to the wacky style with the worms, lizards, and all kind of lures, with hard baits and soft. So it's when we go during the morning, that's when we mostly look for the small areas, and then we go in the middle of the day to deepest area to cast, deepest lure.